back at it again with the top lane gameplay. This game, I got kind of bamboozled. I thought it was going to be Graves jungle, Akali mid, Mordekaiser top, things that would make sense. But they shifted it around. So, I got played a little bit, but either way, I did end up going Magic Resist since I thought I was against Mordekaiser. So, this matchup is definitely interesting. So, Akali versus Vi. If you know where Akali is in her shroud, you can Q and hit her. You won't get vision or anything, so it still doesn't work out. Oops. Boom. um, so it still doesn't quite work out. You get a little bit of damage, but it's usually not worth it. You can also E the enemy minions if they're around her shroud to get the cone damage off behind and still hit her. But the main thing is R. If it says Vi singles out an enemy champion, revealing them. So when you ulti, you get true vision if you do it when she pops out her shroud. So you actually can see her for a little bit. So you can get an auto E off after your R, and then charge a Q. And she obviously can't stop it, she doesn't have CC. So here I'll auto this a couple times, but don't want to push it too fast. That's something that's a really bad play that a lot of people make, is they push the first whip minions too fast. So this game, normally I would go Lethal Tempo or Hail of Blades into Akali. Once again, thought I was against Mordekaiser, and I've already done a Mordekaiser game with Lethal Tempo, so I thought I'd mix it up. Either way, it should be fine. Let me E this minion and walk up. Just get a good little meaty trade. I lose a minion for it. It's whatever. It's quite worse. I'm just going to step up again just to try to deny her some CS. Here, we pushed in a little bit too hard. We would rather have a crash of the first 3 waves rather than these 2. Because she did that, minions won't die to the tower, and it's actually totally fine. Still a little bit fast. Mordekaiser's mid, though. We know he's not coming, so it's fine that we're doing this. And the point of doing this, could go here. I don't really care about this at all. I don't care about that. We can back and get a cheater recall off. Personally, I'm going to get a call. So what I just accomplished was I pushed it in. I have a couple more minions. That doesn't really matter. But now it's a big fat wave coming back to me. We know Mordekaiser's on the top side, but since we're so early into the game, it not likely that he's going to dive me. And with Akali playing like she is, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to E this just to get that minion. Okay. I'm going to keep it up here. Okay. She goes in. No flash for that. She doesn't have flash, so I didn't want to have to use it, but she was going to get a lot of movement speed from that. And here, although I could push, I'm going to hold it. It might slow push back to her, but it's fine. I have the regen required to be able to hold it for a little while. It should freeze here, though. Should be chilling. Try to deny her this cannon minion. Eat it. And we denied her the cannon. Worth. Go for one more Q. It's fine. So I have exhaust. So although it is... I was going to say, although it is awkward, I'm just going to go for this. I'm just going to exhaust him because I don't want to die to him. I still have my blast shield passive, so if she tries to dive me, I should be okay. She doesn't have the minions to do so. And I can't really look for a Q until she uses her E, honestly, because she can avoid it every time on reaction. That's one of the awkward parts of this matchup. I'm going to wait for my R. I hope she takes it. She doesn't. She's smart. Yeah, good. Good on her. Okay, she ignited me. Ooh, she baited me there. She wasn't in tower range. If she walked just an inch closer, it would have been in tower range. That's why I pulled the trigger there. That was me being a little overzealous. That was my fault. I shouldn't have done that. So my plan here with the item is I'm gonna go Stridebreaker. There's a guy called Fried Ady who is a Korean player who is challenger and he plays Vi top from time to time. He essentially always goes Stridebreaker into Randuin's Omen for a utility build, and versus champions that like to dash around and move a lot, like Akali, Fiora, Aurelia, Tryndamere, it can be pretty nice to go. But overall, it's more of just me testing out and seeing how beneficial it is for this matchup. I'm gonna hover mid real quick, just in case Mordekaiser's around. I'm stepping back to yep, coming. Okay, cool. We get a free kill. I pushed it in for him. That's fine. I should have hovered a little bit longer, but I thought that the Mordekaiser would have been on the dragon instead of doing what he was doing. Akali's still missing. I don't know where she is. Mordekaiser did go bottom, so here I'm just gonna hard. Oh, there's Akali. Perfect timing. The whole time I was roaming, she was apparently sitting in base picking her nose. So, and right there is the perfect reason why you can't Q. Oh, I'm in a bit of a predicament. Yeah, that was me being foolish. I thought I could fight her with the minions. I didn't have R quite up and exhaust isn't up, so right there is me trolling a little bit. There was no real reason for me to do that at all. Did hella damage. Cool. Shut down. So what I ended up doing there in that Akali fight was I held my ultimate, even though she was visible while using her shroud, for a little while, because although your ultimate does give true sight, if you use it too early into the fight when she has just used her shroud, she will end up going back invisible, and you won't be able to get the full value of the CC lock and being able to auto. So if you use it towards the middle or later stages of her shroud usage, then you will be able to get the full benefit of seeing her the whole time with your ultimate true sight. And it helps out the fight a lot. Plus, if she's low towards the end of her shroud, that's when she wants to run and she'll try to back out of the fight or whatever, and you can generally follow her with your R. I'm gonna hold these minions here. It's kind of weird to do at this point in the game, but this isn't gonna freeze. This is just gonna set up a slow push, and that's kind of what I want. I want to slow push into potentially diving her. Diving Akali, not the best idea, but eh, I don't want to push up just yet. Someone's here. Graves is there. Akali's still top. Means she most likely went for a jungle camp. See, I step up here after she hits me with the E, so I was trying to bait her to take it because I was going to Q back into the turret, but it doesn't look like she wants to. So here I'm going to step in the bush and go for a bush Q. I didn't end up proccing my Stridebreaker there. Here we're going to push in, and I'm going to take Rift. They're all bottom side right now. I don't have TP because I don't have TP, so we're going to go for the other objective across the map. Try to see if we can get this while Akali's catching her wave up top. Oh, she went mid. She's thinking I went to join the fight. I didn't. I'm going to ward there in case they come up. Take this plant, and what I'm going to do up here is I'm just going to send it, because Akali's not here, as we just saw her mid lane. This will give me first tower, and it secures the blades. Akali's going to come up and be irritated that I did this. Perfect. I'm just going to walk it in. I see Graves, instantly back off. I can fight him at this point. He only has a Maw, but she's coming up way too close, so I'm just going to keep stepping back. Yeah, you can do whatever, homie. I'm just going to keep stepping back. Akali's coming. Beautiful. I'm going to try to catch him in the river as he goes. He should be right about here. So here I go for this fight versus the Graves. It should be a pretty easy fight, but my Stridebreaker didn't end up going off in the middle of the fight, given the fact that it doesn't work during your Q and E animation. And then he ended up dashing and avoiding my tap Q, which is why I had to flash. And then I misclicked and I exhausted him right before he died instead of the Mordekaiser. So it was pretty scuffed all around. Plus, Heimerdinger didn't come to my pings, but who knows if he even has my pings on at this point. I only died to him. So I'm going to end up getting this. It's pretty alright versus the entire enemy team. If he goes lethality, he'll try to one-shot me. He'll be able to do a lot of damage to me given the fact that he's got magic damage and I don't have much resistance yet. And then obviously she's going to try to one-shot me all game. I don't have my camera down there. I'm just not showing because I don't know where she is. It's really weird. Oh, she's down bottom. So I just rapid pinged. I'm going to go up and push top. It's better push top here rather than get these small krugs. I'm going to get the objective. Get my third proc on it. Beautiful. Missed the cannon. Perfect. Double take the turret shot. Absolutely flawless. So now I was about to say Akali should be back up top soon. So I'm going to try to dodge her shuriken. Yep, there it is. Cool. Mordekaiser is currently dead, so I'm going to go and look for his raptors because they should be up because last time I saw him taking them was when I died to him. I'm going to ult this guy. Perfect. Cool. Akali's going to be walking towards me. I have very limited mana. She should be here. I walk mid because it's the safety of my Heimerdinger and because I get to soak a little bit of that juicy experience. Normally what I do is I take W second as my max, but that's into bruisers, into tanks, into etc. This game I'm into Akali. As you see, she jumps away, she jumps away, she jumps away, she shrouds, and then she jumps away again. So it's very hard to get these third procs consistently. And I know it's kind of goofy that I'm building armor. It's mostly for these two. The Kai'Sa's going to be far scarier than the Akali for me later on. So I'm building towards the later game. I'm just going to sit in this bush. Mia ping Akali. She seems to like to roam. Just going to sit in the bush for a sec. In case Akali comes back up. Okay. Doesn't look like she's going to. I'm going to stay top here. If I split top, it forces Akali to either team fight and then potentially lose her top lane tower, but me potentially lose the fight, or lose the dragon fight. Now I'm coming down here. Akali did end up going top, so I'm going to go towards the objective here. I can't fight her with this limited mana. So I'm just going to go for the objective. I can't get the tower, can't do this, can't do that, so that's the only reason. So we're going to Q through that dragon right to the Rift Herald. Absolute baller technique right there. So if you notice in a lot of my games, I tend to be the one taking the Rift Herald, even though I'm top lane. And that's because junglers are usually goofballs and they can't control anything. Or, if they do control things, they only focus on the dragon. If you want to play a split push style, this is definitely a technique that I would recommend utilizing, of just getting Rift Herald yourself, especially as Vi, who takes it very fast with many autos and the percent health damage. So, I recommend going for Rift Herald when you can. I'm just gonna leave. Cool. I'll take it. No harm, no foul. Beautiful. See if this blue buff's up. It's not. I'm gonna push in with this Sejuani, but I'm not gonna Rift Herald it. Because if I can save this Rift Herald for myself later, I'm gonna use it. I want that solo gold. This is just me being uber greedy. In fact, here is a perfect time to recall. So although my team is pushing up, I don't really have to. I'm gonna blind key over the wall because Graves isn't here. Yep. Cool. That was super greedy. No point for me to do that at all. But it's more so just because it will spice up the game. I can't do anything up here in case Akali's waiting. He's most likely on these Krugs still since I knocked him over this way. We don't see any of them on the map, so I have to wait. Yep, there's Akali. I don't have exhaust. She's decently strong, and I don't have that much magic resist. Saw him right there. I'm gonna go for this fight. Yeah, take it. That's really disappointing. So here we knew that Mordekaiser was top because I pinged him on Raptors, and this is an example of why you want to hold your R for the Akali Shroud, because she just went back invisible. But I kind of want to take the fight, see where I stood with the Akali. I've never gone this build versus her. It's not a damage build, it's more of a utility teamfight build, which is awkward given the fact that I haven't really been part of any. Rift Herald's in 30 seconds. So I gotta make sure I'm on the top half of the map for this. We might lose Dragon. It's not Soul Point. It's not even close. So I'm just going to keep going up here. I have to go for the team fight. Two, one, and I'm going to Rift Herald. Mordekaiser left his teammate to die there. That worked perfectly for me. I'm actually going to walk up here. I can do this. The reason I caught her there was because of my Stridebreaker movement speed it gives me from its passive. It's very slight, but it was enough. The awkward part of this build is I feel like I'm permanently out of mana. Just all the time, and this is not where I should be. I gotta walk down here, so in case she W's, she won't hit me. Yep. Alright, that was really greedy. She's here. They're all coming back up. Wow, she's not going to the team. She's, I guess, not that strong, but... So here I'm gonna go top. Once again, I want that turret. I'm gonna go try to help ya boy out. Okay. Hopefully, yeah, this isn't warded. They don't know. Fine. Okay. Okay, well, she healed. I don't know how she survived, to be quite honest with you. We take Baron really fast with Vayne, Heimer, and my W passive. Just gonna go up here again. Just ult him. Uh, so, something that I dislike about Stridebreaker is that mid-E, mid-Q, it does not allow you to use it. So she should have died there, but she didn't, just because Stridebreaker didn't go off, so the bonus damage wasn't utilized at all. I'm playing like a goober right now, to be honest. I'm just super autopilot at the moment. If she takes this, she's a maniac. Yeah, that's what I thought. This turret really doesn't want to go down, by the way. It is fighting for its life up here. I'll double ping the dragon. Here I should just be farming. I'm really behind. We're at 28 minutes. I'm at 160 farm. So I just went this. Vayne was standing here, and if you read your teammate's body language, I know that sounds weird for League of Legends, but if you do, you'll be able to tell that that's obviously what she wanted to be doing right here. If Heimer was here with his turrets, we'd be killing it way, way faster. But I mean, who actively cares? Because Heimerdinger's stalling in the mid lane. Uh-oh. I'm going to keep going in because he's low. Cool. I might be able to solo this. Naturally, it's goofy, but I really want it to die. Yeah, that's what we like. By gaming. Woo-wee. Just go walk down towards the dragon. I don't want to wait for this wave. They're pushing this anyway, and they're coming back, so might as well take the next objective on the map. Got ping that they're coming up soon. Cool. Perfect. Just watch them. As always, I'm objective focused. There's no point to keep going because, you know, they're coming up right now. But the team, you know, wants to. And then they just stall there for a little while and do nothing. And then they're probably going to end up dying. If they don't die, then they'll probably just end the game, but I'll ping them something to do. I'm just going to recall because I don't want to be there. Alright, I'm coming now. Well, that was the wrong potion. But it's actually okay because Vi's E has 90% AP scaling. So that's a whole, you know, like 70 damage. Woo. That math doesn't check out. Anyway, enemy double kill. What? Would have known. I'm going to come in now that my team is dead, you know, the optimal time. They'll be like, oh, they're all dead. There's no way that we die here. And then I wait, and then I was going to Q2 her and get my blast shield, but once again, super goofy. My Nami just had no mana, and I had no reason to do that, but it's kind of funny. The Zyra Hourglass kind of screwed me over. My plan was to R through the Zyra, kill her, and then proceed to hit the Graves with it. But, I mean, obviously that didn't happen. Cool. Given the fact that none of them killed it, they didn't get the bounty, objective bounty for it. So it's totally fine that I let the tower die there. It's a weird mechanic, but I could be with the team, but I'm going to keep pushing up here because there's no reason for us to be mid lane right now. But I am going to watch. See, there's no reason to ARAM this. This is super goofy. I will join, however. I'm going to go for her. Okay. Keep going. Cool. Step back. Q into the tower. I'm just gonna stay because I got my blast shield. GG. Not the most well played game. Laning phase went pretty alright. No, it didn't. It was a pretty bad game. But we ended up winning because we didn't even out macro them. We just coin flipped it. We just coin flipped it. I'm not gonna lie. So we had the Heimer Stinger, and that means we won. Sejuani played really well. Um, I played super mediocre, and then I trolled towards the end. So it's for fun towards the end, especially when you're that far ahead. But you gotta have a little bit of fun with the game. The enemy Graves, very Chinese. Ooh, or maybe we are, however, going to have a little bit of fun and see what Homeboy's saying. 4 spiders, 4 pigs. Interesting. Play your mother. 4 spiders, 4 pigs, play your mother. Whoa! Alright, that one's a little bit more aggressive. That one's a little bit more aggressive. Well, there you go. Well, there you have it. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you have any questions about the matchup or anything at all, feel free to, shoot me a message in the comments. Thank you.